Okay, let's learn how to make some delicious chicken tenders that'll be so soft and delicious that kids will pass up McDonald's for it. The first secret to this is getting you a chicken breast and cutting it up into slices about this big. Normally you'll get about 4 or 5 per slice. And after you cut them up, mix you some buttermilk and egg and let this soak overnight. This will allow the chicken tenders to be very tender when you cook them the next day. Second thing that's important is go ahead and put salt in your self-rising flour, and I use a good bit for seasoning. And then I also use a good bit of black pepper. This will, I put it in a bowl that has a lid on it so that it can be moved around without having to coat each individual one. Stir that real good. And I think I put just a little bit more salt in there. Okay. Now that gets your flour about right. So the next thing that I do, I have a nice little cutting board here. So I go ahead and drain some of this off and begin to lay it on my cutting board. Now I've got my fryer over there with the oil in it. It's heated up to 350. 350 is about the perfect temperature to cook these on. I'm going to get all these drained off and put on this. When I had my restaurant, I literally did have children that would pass by and tell their parents that they would rather eat at our restaurant the chicken tenders than at McDonald's. So I believe that your family will really enjoy these. I know it's always a favorite around our house. Right, now that I've got them out like this, I go ahead and put a light coat of salt on every one of them, so it has some of the seasoning on the inside of the meat too. And I come back with the pepper and do the same thing. And then I will flip them and do the same thing to the other side. This usually don't take long to cook either, by the way. They cook pretty fast, so it's not a lot of prep that's involved. Now, we cooked some corn with ours and some mashed potatoes. On another video I showed how to make good mashed potatoes, and on corn we get the frozen and we boil it and then bring it to a simmer and put about 2 tablespoons of butter on it inside the pot, and also some salt. Right, now we got these seasoned. What you want to do is go ahead and get your flour that you've got made up and drop some in there. I usually drop about 5 at a time. And let me get my lid. And then just kind of shake this up so the flour gets all on it. And now we got to get it back open. There we go. And then we're going to lay it inside of our fryer. Make sure it's all battered good. Lay them down in a straight as possible so they don't touch and remove the batter. Then we're just going to drop this down and let that begin to cook. And while that's doing that, I'll clean this bowl out and my fingers some. Now normally this only takes about 3, 4, or 5 minutes, but you'll see it float when we go back to it. You'll see them floating, and usually when they're floating, they're pretty much done, but we'll come back to them when they're just about ready. So you see how they're beginning to float now. They've got a good, rich brown color, golden color. So they're just about ready. Notice I've already got my other ones floured up, so they're ready to go in. So raise these up, shake the grease of it off. Don't they look delicious? Put them on the plate. Go ahead and pull you some more out. And lay them in there. And the reason also why we go ahead and cut these a little smaller is because of the fact you can cook it a little bit quicker than normal. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that last piece in there, and when I do that I go ahead and drop the batter first. But we'll go ahead and let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes till they float, and then we'll have enough for 2 or 3 people to be able to eat off of this, and we'll probably serve it with some mashed potatoes and some corn and homemade biscuits. So give this a try. Let me know what you think about it. If it's good, tune in for some more advice later. And we don't only give cooking tips, but we give all kinds of other tips as far as how to make money, save money, and different things. So just stay in tune. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Till next time.